So, welcome back everybody to Mouth of the North YouTube channel. I got some shit to talk about, just random stuff, okay? So my buddy, he thinks that he doesn't like the fact that I got the switch in the picture, but look, here, I added my golf clubs for this one real quick, but I'm not in frame evenly, so we're gonna end up probably moving that over real quick here. As the camera jiggles. There we go. So, here's exactly what I feel is necessary because of the whole power consumption problem that they have inside the United States and other countries and stuff like that, right? So, they got this little gizmo thing, right? Where you can pedal in place while you're sitting on, just sitting there. I'm just sitting here watching TV and you can pedal and just work out, right? Well, why not put in an electric turbine inside there? Kind of like one of those little turbines that touches, your tire on your bike and it makes the light pop up and turn on. One of those type of things, but as you're pedaling, it just basically the pedals spin around, spinning a gear that spins that and generates electricity. In order to create it, though, where the fact that people aren't having wires ran to their house and they don't know what the fuck is going on, right? Have the thing to hook up to Wi-Fi, right? Make it to where people think that, oh, look, you can count how many steps you take. You can count how much wheel spins you do. Whatever it might be. You can count how many calories you burn, what your heart rate's at. Just make it look presentable on an app, but have it to where that the power is actually being generated wirelessly. It's being pulled away from people's consoles as they're pedaling wirelessly. It's the electricity just pulsing out, right? And this is not a given gimmick concept BS thing, okay? Because Nikola Tesla built this stuff and came up with the same exact concept way back in the day, okay? So nowadays you take into consideration other things that Nikola Tesla did or came out with that they're actually putting into use, like Nikola Tesla's tower, the Tesla Tower. They're actually bringing that back because of the fact that they realized that it's true. They can actually produce and push off wireless energy for hundreds of miles from one tower, with no effect to livestock, humans, trees, plants, none of that stuff. Trees and plants, same thing, but you get what I'm saying. Like the vegetation, the wildlife, the human life will be protected and it has no adverse effect on them as far as they know. And it's safe. Of course, they didn't have like cancer research and shit back in the day when, Tesla was building all his stuff. But they don't really follow those guidelines nowadays anyways. Who cares? So, right? Look, they built a microwave. People were told that shit causes cancer. You can stand within like 5 to 10 feet of the fucking thing and get like radiation, when actually it pulses out about 20 feet away. And you don't believe me? Get one of those freaking wireless, forget what they're called now. It's like a little wireless adapter thing. You just tells you what hot wires are hot wire, a hot wire for your electrical outlets inside your house. Okay? I'm not an electrician. I don't know this shit. But I don't know what the gizmo's called, but I know how to use it. Okay? So if I'm taking out my fucking outlet, I can literally take the light switch and be like, okay, no hot wire. Oh, hot wire. You know what I mean? Then I can go hit the breaker, come back and be like, no hot wire, no hot wire. Okay, breaker's dead. Unscrew the fucking switch. I'm good. You know what I mean? I rebuilt frickin' bunch of hotels, tons of hotels, and did wiring through all of them. And I'm not even an electrician, and everything passed code, so obviously I know what I'm doing. But you take that thing and you turn it on, have your buddy or your wife or your spouse or partner, whoever, go over there and hit the microwave and turn it on. Doesn't matter, I don't care what your if you're nuking something or not, it doesn't matter. As long as there's power going to the thing and it's on. Hold that thing and stand about 20 feet away, right? Within that 20-foot zone, it's going to beep. Outside of the 20-foot zone, it won't beep. And that tells you exactly how much radiation is being put off by one of them things then. So, with the aspect then of building wireless electricity and helping with stuff like that, wind generation, yes, that has a lot to do with, stuff, solar, no problem. Well, how can we get excess electricity or more electricity that's usable? So you have everybody thinking that they're working out and they're sitting here doing their thing with that thing and it's generating electricity. Other countries, third world countries, can use that, especially with wireless connection, wireless towers. They don't have to pay for electric grids. They don't have to pay for electric power sources. They can pay for one damn tower and pulse out unlimited wireless electricity to these houses, and then just have their houses wired with electricity. And they turn it on, it's set to a meter, so they have normal meter readers, they go out there and they read the meter, and it shows how much electricity is being generated or pulled in wirelessly to that unit or to that house, so they can know exactly how much to charge them, if they're going to charge them at all. I don't know what they would do with that aspect of it. All I know is one unit could supply homes for 100 miles. It's totally crazy that one wireless unit could do that for 100 miles, and however many homes would be inside that 100 miles. You know what I mean? We're talking a city, that's no more than maybe 10 miles by 10 miles all the way around. You're going to end up being able to power that whole city, and then all the exterior, townships and, country homes and stuff that will be around there for little or nothing, just with that wireless connection and wireless communication. But then to add on top of that, to help feed into the block of electricity, you got all these people thinking that they're working out, and that wireless electricity is feeding into the power grid wirelessly. It's being pushed out, electricity out of the atmosphere, and they're just pulling it in, utilizing what's there, kind of like Wi-Fi, but on obviously a different frequency, and it's being pulled in to these big ass tall fucking transmitters, and everything's being moved over to that, and then pulsed out from there, and people can either be charged or not charged. But it's worth a thought. It's worth thinking about. I mean, seriously. How many millions of people out there in the world want to exercise? Right? And then if you give them this unit, or a unit like this, stationary bike, whatever it might be, that little pedal thing represents the same thing as a stationary bike. You just sit in your chair or your couch and just pedal away, and it has resistant bands and whatever to it, and I think, in aspect of it, when you turn it up and you have more of a resistance, it should generate more power, generate more electricity, because it's the tightness of it, and it's spinning slower as you're gradually spinning it and moving it a little bit more on a tighter scale. I could be wrong in that aspect too, because I know that the bike deal, it goes on the back pedal. Literally, the faster you spin, the brighter the bulb goes, because it's the faster that it spins an electric motor. They would obviously have to do some sort of thing to where it would still create the same amount of electricity, if not more, once the power band was put onto it, and you could actually tighten it up. So when you're actually sitting there trying to get a good workout, that it would actually generate more electricity instead of less electricity. You get what I'm saying? So you think you're getting a workout, you think you're getting pumped, you know what I mean? And you're working the shit out of your legs, but then you're actually generating more electricity, so you're helping the environment more. And I know that there would be, nobody could really say, like, look, we invented this little device and we're sending this to you guys so you can get fit, right? They're going to keep that fucking electrical part of that thing quiet, the electric Wi-Fi part. There's going to be like, you need to hook this up to your Wi-Fi, or you need to hook this up to some sort of connection. And what it's going to do at that point is when it hooks up to your cell phone for your app, whatever like that, whatever electricity is being fed into like the Wi-Fi and all this bullshit and whatever else and wherever else it goes, it doesn't matter, okay? All they need to know is that that thing is fucking digital and it's probably putting out some sort of an electric pulse, okay? You don't have to know anything about it. The government ain't going to tell you that you're helping generate electricity, for other people's homes or for the world or even for your own home. All they think is these people are stupid, let's just give them this product, let's give them it to where they can hook up to an app. Once it hooks up to an app, then so be it. You know what I mean? Now these people are thinking they're getting a good workout and we're getting free electricity off them. And they can monitor their workout, but all we know is as long as they're working out, we're getting free electricity, right? Same thing would go for things like Peloton, because they got that stationary bike with the whole computer screen and shit. There you go. I bet it's already embedded into that. Because if you thought of it, chances are somebody else has thought about it too. All right? There's always a given for something. So no matter what you do in life, you can be an inventor, you can be a genius, you can be an inventor genius, but you can never be a failure. Because I guarantee you, if you've thought of an idea, somebody else has already thought of the same idea, or they have already done that exact same thing that you're thinking of doing, and they've succeeded or failed. And where they may have failed, you may succeed. So one begots the other. You know what I mean? Just food for thought. That's all I'm doing here. Just dropping a line of food for thought. If you guys have any comments, or you guys know any other stuff that maybe I should bring up and talk about, put that down in the comments. Let me know exactly what you think. Later on, I know I haven't been doing this, but I'm gonna pop up the Gmail for the site. It's themouthofthenorth@gmail.com. I'm gonna put that in the description on all the rest of them. This is only my third video going up, so I hope you like the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe and share this throughout social media, no matter what. And if there's other people out there that like to talk about stuff like this, or that are into conspiracy theory type of things, or that are into technology type of things, or just government type of things, government conspiracy things, alien this, whatever it may be, let's talk about it. Get on my level and then we'll talk. All right? See you in the next one.